This is Support is Sexy, episode 251, and today's topic is Work It Till It's True. Welcome to Support is Sexy. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I interview inspiring women entrepreneurs who share their wins and their lessons to help you take your business and your life to the next level and create something sexy. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm excited to have you here. It just would not be the same without you. And I know you have all heard the phrase, fake it till you make it, right? So that means pretending that you're doing whatever that thing is that you want to do or you say you're doing. Before you get there, fake it till you make it. Well, lately I've been thinking about this idea of working it until it's true, which isn't exactly the same. And let me explain. I believe in the law of attraction. We've all heard about The Secret, the law of attraction, about thinking that you are already in a certain space before you get there. Thinking yourself there, embodying it, really putting yourself in that space where you're already creating that thing and you're attracting that thing to you, right? Thoughts become things. Now, some people have issue with The Secret. They feel it's a little woo-woo. I totally get it. But here's my thing. I don't believe that the law of attraction is just about thinking of, I want to create whatever kind of business and it'll just happen and come to me. The law of attraction takes action. So you have to get in action, in motion, start doing that thing. In addition to thinking about it and having the vision for what you want to create, you have to be in action. You have to be moving forward. The law of attraction, I believe, it meets you there. It's not just sit and wait for it to show up. It's get up, go out, make it happen, in addition to believing that it's coming your way. That's my own definition. You have yours, I have mine, we have ours. That's what I believe about the law of attraction. So with that said, in thinking about not fake it till you make it, but work it till it's true, I believe the first thing you have to have is vision, which we've talked about before. So I want to be X, whatever your vision is. You have it on your vision board, whether it's on your wall or on your computer or on your phone. I have my vision board, a picture of my vision board from my wall on my phone. Whatever it is for you, come up with the vision. What is the thing that you want? That's the first step. What do you want to be or create or do? That is the vision. The next part of it is the plan. What is the plan that you're going to get in place in order to reach that vision or to make that vision a reality? And as I always say, not getting too caught up in the how, because we know there's bigger powers that work the how. You never know exactly how it's going to work out, but you do need a plan. You do need to be, again, in action to make that vision a reality. And in the planning stage, I believe you can go from I want to be X to I will be X. So I will be doing this because I have a plan, I have it in action. So let's say, for example, with the vision, for me, I talked about for a long time reaching 100,000 downloads within a year of the podcast, which was before July 4th of this year, which we did. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. We're over 100,000. But when I first started the podcast last year with no downloads, I had the vision. So I want to reach 100,000 within less than a year. Then I had a plan and I knew that I will reach 100,000 in less than a year because I was planning for it, pushing for it, doing my best, being consistent, doing the work. So for you, you go in the planning stage of I will be whatever it is for you, right? Get in action. You know you're going to get there. You have to believe that you'll get there. Then I believe, and this may be where some people say the fake it till you make it. Then I believe once you get closer, you have to go from I will be to I am. So that is the claim it phase. You go from I will be to I am. So for me, once I started getting into the 80,000 or 90,000 downloads, I started saying Support is Sexy podcast has more than 100,000 downloads. I was on my way. I had the vision for it. I was working the plan and I wanted to embody it. So I started saying I am, or in this case, the podcast is, but I am not lying, not faking it, saying that this is where we're going. This is going to be true, working it until it's true, which now it's true. So in my materials and my press kit and in different things that I had created, I made 100,000 downloads, the number that I knew I was going to hit. I am, going into the claim it stage. So once you start getting closer and moving toward your dream, embody it. Start saying, I am this thing. You can say that sooner. I'm just giving an example of what my process was in this particular example. Some people start with I am from the very beginning. In fact, I believe in that as well. Have a mantra of I am, meditations of I am, visualization is all about I am, seeing yourself there. But once you get to the day-to-day working of it, go through these stages of starting with I want to be this, have an idea of what it is, then go to the planning stage, I will be this thing. Then go to the claim it stage, I am, even before you get there, and work it till it's true. Work it till it's true. Keep going. Do not stop. You may stumble along the way. You may fall down. Get back up, brush yourself off, and keep going because you're going to work it until it's true. With the podcast, I decided to work it. I committed to working it until it's true. And now 100,000 downloads and everything and every place that I have it. That is the reality. It is true. So for my next vision, as an example, I'll share that with you. I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. That's the vision. That's been a dream forever, as long as I can remember, wanting to be a writer, wanting to be an author. But now my vision is I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. And my plan, I'm working it. I'm working the plan, so I know that I will be a New York Times best-selling author. I don't have a date on that because I believe that's something that's going to have to work itself out. So I will be a New York Times best-selling author is the phase that I'm in. And what am I doing in that phase? That's the planning phase, right? I have a book proposal, pitching it to agents, talking to people about it, seeing if publishers are interested in it. I'm working my plan. I'm going to work it until it's true. And once I get to another point, a certain phase, or wherever I'm in that next space along this journey, I am a New York Times best-selling author. I am a New York Times best-selling author. I have it on my vision board. I already know what it looks like, feels like. I'm embodying it, really feeling it. So for you, get into that space. You have your vision, then you're working your plan, then you claim it. You are already that thing. It's already in you. That's why you're dreaming it, right? It's already in you. It might not look like what you think it's going to look like, but it's there. Claim it and then work it until it's true. All right. So thank you all so much for listening. You know, I appreciate you. Send me an email. Let me know what you're working until it's true. And if there's any way that I can help support you, you can email me Elayne at elaynefluker.com. Also, for more interviews and inspirational podcast episodes, you can go to supportissexypodcast.com. You can see all of those there. Make sure wherever you're listening that you are subscribed to the podcast so that you don't miss a thing. I want to make sure that whenever we drop a new episode, that you have a chance to hear it first. So please make sure wherever you're listening that you subscribe. We're on iTunes and Stitcher, Google Play, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. There's really no excuse not to subscribe. So wherever you're listening, please subscribe to the podcast. And if you can do me a favor, go to supportissexysurvey.com. Support is sexy, SURVEY.com, and take a quick, it's less than 5 minutes. Honestly, it's been timed, less than 5 minutes to complete this survey of just a few questions for me to find out more about you and what you want. It's completely anonymous unless you want to leave your email and tell me more about yourself, or I'll get in touch with you via Skype and we can have a conversation. Otherwise, it's completely anonymous, just a few questions, because I want to find out more about what you want. What are the best ways to support you? I'm going into the 1 year phase as far as the podcast and about a year and a half as far as Support is Sexy overall. So I want to be sure I'm not doing this for my own ego, right? I want to be sure that I'm being of service, all about being of service and support. And the best way to find out what I can do to support you is to ask you. You know, my favorite 5 words are tell me what you need. That is what this survey is all about. You telling me what you believe you need in order to move forward. So supportissexysurvey.com. You can do it from your phone. It'll just take a few minutes. Of course, don't do this if you're driving. Do this when you're stationary or someplace where you can take a few minutes, think it through, answer the questions very quick, all about what you want. Most of them are multiple choice, as a matter of fact. supportissexysurvey.com. All right. So thank you all again so much for being here. If you're listening to this on Friday, have a great weekend. I'm excited to bring you some more interviews next week. Thank you all for all the feedback on the interviews from this past week. It sounds like you really loved it, and I'm so glad. All right. So until next time, you know what to do. Go out there and create something sexy, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.